So, you're in Lambeth, you're staring at a lock that just will not cooperate, and you need help like yesterday. Well, you're in the right place. We're about to break down a local review and give you a super simple guide to finding the perfect locksmith for you right now. Let's get this sorted. Oh, we've all had that heart-stopping moment, haven't we? You hear that click as the door shuts, and you realize your keys are sitting right on the kitchen counter. Or hey, maybe you just got the keys to a new place and you're thinking about who else might have a copy. These problems are super common and super stressful, but finding a fix, well, that doesn't have to be. And really, it's not just about getting locked out. People all over Lambeth are dealing with a whole bunch of things. We're talking emergency unlocks, keys snapped off in the lock, finicky UPVC front doors, busted handles, you name it. I'm willing to bet your exact problem is right here on this list. Okay, so to make this easy, we've broken this down into 4 simple steps. First, we'll talk about the problem itself. Then, we'll figure out what's most important in your decision. After that, we'll meet 3 of the top local locksmiths. And finally, we'll help you make the right call. Easy. Right, so you've got a lock issue. It's almost always urgent, it's definitely stressful, and you just need someone to fix it. So let's skip the part where you just frantically Google and hope for the best. We're going to focus on finding the right locksmith without any extra drama. Here's how.
So how do you make a good decision when you're in a hurry and under pressure? Honestly, it almost always boils down to 3 things: price, how fast they can get to you, and how reliable they are. Let's dig into those.
The very first thing you need to do is ask yourself, what matters most to me right this second? Is it all about the cost, or are you standing in the rain outside Lambeth North and speed is literally the only thing on your mind? Or maybe this is a bigger job, like a security upgrade, and you just want the best quality work, period. Your answer is going to point you in the right direction.
All right, now that you know what you're looking for, let's meet the 3 locksmiths that our source material highlights. And what's cool is that each one seems to be a perfect match for one of those priorities we just talked about.
First on the list is a company called Locksmith for London. If your top priority is your wallet, these guys are probably going to be your go-to. They really stand out as the choice for clear, affordable pricing in the Lambeth area.
And here's their big headline number, a starting price of just £29. You know, when you're stressed out and worried about hidden costs, seeing a clear number like that is a huge relief.
But look, it's not just about that low starting price. They're also MLA accredited, which is basically a big stamp of approval in the locksmith world. Plus, they give you a 1-year guarantee on parts and labor and promise no hidden charges. So you get a great price and peace of mind. That's a pretty sweet deal. Okay, but what if your main concern is location? Say you're stuck near the train station and you need someone there fast. That brings us to our second option, Trafalgar Lock and Key. They're specifically highlighted as the specialists for anyone around Lambeth North.
And their claim to fame? Speed. They're known for getting there in under 30 minutes. If you're a commuter who's just missed a train and now can't get into your flat, that is a massive win.
These guys are trusted by both people living in the area and local businesses, and they're known for just straightforward, no-fuss solutions. You get the sense they're used to the hustle and bustle of a busy area, and they can handle everything up to big commercial security jobs.
So, our third option zeroes in on another key part of the borough. If you find yourself closer to Lambeth Road, then the name that comes up is My Key Locksmiths. They're noted for their super fast response time in that specific neighborhood.
And yep, their big selling point is also speed, promising to be there within 30 minutes. That makes them a really solid, fast, and reliable choice if you're anywhere around Lambeth Road. But here's what seems to set them apart: their customer service. They're described as having a friendly, hands-on approach, which, let's be honest, can make a huge difference when you're having a bad day. They also specialize in UPVC door repairs, which is a really common headache for a lot of people in Lambeth.
Okay, so that was a quick look at 3 really solid options, and each one has its own special strength. Let's pull it all together now into one simple, final cheat sheet to help you make that call.
Here it is, nice and simple. If your budget is the #1 thing, Locksmith for London with that $29 starting price is probably your best bet. If you're stuck near Lambeth North Station and time is everything, Trafalgar Lock and Key is your specialist. And if you're over by Lambeth Road, My Key Locksmiths is the one highlighted for a super fast response right there. So, what's the bottom line? It's pretty clear there isn't one single best locksmith in Lambeth for everyone. The best choice is the one that solves your problem, right here, right now. It all depends on where you are, what you can spend, and how quickly you need it done.
Hopefully, you now feel like you can make that call with a bit more confidence.
And that just leaves us with one final thought. You know, today might be about getting out of a jam, but it's worth remembering that your front door lock is your home's first line of defense. So once this whole crisis is over, it might be a good time to ask yourself, is it time for an upgrade?